the power is off before you build any circuit. So this point is very important. So you switch it off, do all the connections. Once the connections are correct, then you can on your circuit. Then once you turn off your circuit, connect the plus 5 volts and the ground leads of the power supply to the power and the ground bus strips on your breadboard. So just give the plus 5 volt to the plus 5 volt point on the breadboard and the ground supply to the ground point. Afterwards you start giving the connections as per your circuit requirement. Now once the circuit is made with, you ask any one of your student to check your connection. Once the circuit is done with, now here the positive so your supply connection is given here and the ground connection is given here. After that, depending upon your circuit connection, once the connection is done with, do not on the circuit. Ask one of your batchmates to verify your connection and wait in the place till the staff arrives. One of our staff will come and verify your connections. Once the connection is verified, you can turn on your experiment and take your readings. So the main drawback what the student will do is that they will turn on the supply before the circuit is finished with. That should not be done, and you should know when you should on the supply and when you should off the supply. Once the connection and all is connected with, the students usually comes with a complaint the circuit is not working. At that time you would have forgot to on the supply. So once all the connections are done with, you can on the circuit with the staff with you, and then you can verify your output readings. The two major problems that we will encounter is that one is the short circuit connections. Since the components in the breadboard are discrete, so there is a possibility that one circuit may touch the other one. So in this case, if it is a short circuited, then you will output you will not get. So in that case, you check that every components is not touching the other one, everything is intact. And the other thing is that whenever the students are giving the connection, there is a possibility that they might plug the wires in the wrong holes. This resistor point might be connected in the next point, because of which the output might not come. Okay, main thing you should check is that there is no short circuit in the circuit and you are not plugging in the wrong holes. And always there is a student mentality that they have the wires, while they have a creative innovation that they'll wire up the wires and they'll put it on the socket. So that should not be done, and whenever you are doing any experiment, so none of the left out wires should be in there. If it is going to be kept in the in the socket, the entire circuit will be shorted. So these things should not be done, and the student should wear the lab coat and the shoes before coming to the lab.